morning and welcome to the Gallery TV newspaper review this morning, Monday, the 5th of April 2021. And starting with this morning, have the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, and it says OBJ Gumin meets list over 20 solutions to insecurity. One special court to deal promptly with cases of banditry, kidnapping, unlawful carrying of weapons. Federal government must be proactive, secures necessary and updated intelligence to deal with organized crimes. And also, federal government, states, local governments must work together to put 14 million out of school children back in schools. And still on Nigerian Tribune, Nigeria has become a massive killing field, says Kuka. Nigeria in a state of emergency, its survivor hungry, says Bakure. Buhari overestimates his mandate, ignores opposition, pursues goals that proves to be beyond reach. And still on the Nigerian Tribune, says judicial workers begin nationwide strikes tomorrow to shut down courts. Snakes, alligators are taking over Ikorodu government warehouse. Terminal freight forwarders raise alarm. And also lastly, on the Nigerian Tribune, escalating debts may worsen social unrest, political tension, says the UN government. And that takes us to the Punch newspaper this morning. Nigeria's health in danger, Buhari pampas terrorists, says Bakare and Kuka. Says President Buhari continued with Jonathan's OPEC subsidy regime he promised to change, says Bakare. It's trained rehabilitating terrorists, bandits, neglecting adopted school children, says Kuka. Kuka did not speak like a man of God. Cleric's message lacks fairness, says presidency. And on Easter celebration, Oshibanjo and the government and governors, others preach unity and love. Obasanjo Gumi recommends special court for mandate after closed-door meeting. And still on the Punch, federal government will reopen talks with striking resident doctors, says Ngige. I wish my husband could read tributes of those he criticized, says Odumaki's widow. And that can be found on the Punch newspaper. And still on the Punch, said, wanted corpses snapped for killing policeman, others in Lagos. Aregbesola unveils plans for passport centers in 774 local governments in Nigeria. And that moves us to the Daily Independent newspaper this morning. It says Naira depreciation swells cost of servicing external debts. NCAA audit exposes asthma and risky operations, says airline lacks safety management department. Chief pilot incompetent. As only one staff in quality management department and others. Owes 1.5 billion naira. TLC/CSC as at December 2020. Banks will connect MTN customers to USSD payment channels. And still on the Daily Independent, Senate frowns at FRC 258 million naira extra budgetary expenditure. And still on the Daily Independent newspaper this morning, Nigeria's troubles growing by the day, Kuka lament, says country now massive killing field. SEPRA drags Buhari to court over missing 3.8 billion naira health funds. And that takes us to New Telegraph newspaper. Says insecurity, Buhari's legacy in grave danger after 2023. Tunde Bakare says Nigeria survivor hanging in the balance. Kuka, president helplessly watching Boko Haram consume Nigeria. Presidency, Kuka not speaking like a man of God. Obasanjo Gumi meets recommend special courts to prosecute terrorists and others. And still on the New Telegraph, safety violation, NCAA's audit reports indeed asthma. Chief pilot unaware pilots overdue for trainings. Airlines owes NCAA Nigeria NCAA 1.5 billion naira. And still on the New Telegraph, said judiciary workers to shut down courts nationwide on Tuesday as ultimatum overlaps. And then you have Oshibanjo, victims of a boy massacre must get justice. And that takes us to the Guardian newspaper. It says Bakare Kuka hits federal government with damning reports on the nation. Fear oversurge in casualties as daughter strikes enters fifth day. And still on the Guardian newspaper, it's fragile peace as banks unblock MTN's USSD platform. Shehu Sani advised Tinubu to learn from Abiola's travels. Terrorists kill 5 in just 1 in Kaduna. All Kongi athletes officials test 100% negative to COVID-19. And that's we move to Leadership newspaper. Said Abuja mall attack left me traumatized, CCT chairman. Nigeria's economy bleeds as federal government fails to implement port automation. Respect for customers as MTN banks agreed on USSD. El-Rufai digs in as Obasanjo, Gumi goes soft on banditry. Banks granted 16.2 trillion naira loans to companies, individuals in 2020. And now we move to Daily Trust newspaper. IPOB kills 13 traders in Enugu, Imo in 1 week. Oshimbanjo in Ebonyi calls against reprisal. ACF to police, stop killings of the Northerners now. Government disturbed Uzodin mass aid. We are in search of killers, CP. Obasanjo Gumi wants special courts to try bandits and kidnappers. Fresh rumble as Kano Anti-Grafting Agency probes Emir Bayero. And still on the Daily Trust newspaper, why bandits are targeting Kaduna El-Rufai. Vice President, governors, others sent messages of hope at Easter. 2 kids burned to death as fire got flat in Suleja. And lastly, on Daily Trust, 3 killed in Imo over 15 naira bets morning. And that takes us to the Vanguard newspaper. Nigeria in emergency, drifting apart irretrievably. Kuka Bakare, Kuka playing politics, says presidency. 67 security agents killed in Southeast, South in 3 months. 25 police stations burnt during same period. State governors, police vow to fish out culprits. More tributes pour in as OHU, Falano, Igini, others more Odumaki. And on COVID-19, we have confidence as AstraZeneca saves lives. MPHCDA as Nigeria vaccinates 0.27% of population. Ebonyi massacre unacceptable, sad, can't be defended, says Oshibanjo. And still on the Vanguard newspaper, AFCFTA consigned over dumping months as trade deficit widens. Buhari Fayemi Agbokoba, others mourn as civil society leader Innocent Chukwuma dies at 55. And that takes us to the Daily Sun newspaper this morning. Bloody Easter in Delta, Imo and Kaduna. Gunmen kill policemen, 2 princes, 9 others. Sack Alawa, Niger community. Kuka Bakare laments state of insecurity. Nigeria now massive killing feat, says Catholic priest in Sokoto. Nation survivor angst imbalance. Lagos pastor. Pope decries violence, terrorism pervading country. And still on Daily Sun, suspected X-men kidnapped 5 in Anambra, 2 rescued. Ebonyi massacre, federal government will investigate killings of Shibanjo. set up special court for trials of insurgents, criminals, Obasanjo, Sheikh Gumi, others tells federal government. And that brings us to the end of today's outline review. I am Titilayo Olamide. Don't forget to join us tomorrow for yet another update. Till then, do have a lovely Easter celebration. Bye for now.
In life, you can never be too sure who to trust. This is the story of Mrs. Ungazi. Mrs. Ungazi just wants to use the ATM.
Good afternoon, Mama. Let me help you out here with withdrawal. You don't need to stress yourself.
Thank you, but I can handle it myself.
The man is just being kind, right? He just wants to help, right? Wrong. All he needs is a good look at the pin. Will he succeed?
To my IG fans, I say, sorry.
Do not share your card PIN with anyone. Keep your account information private and ensure no one is watching you while you enter your PIN. UBA, Africa's global bank.
It is here again. Are you an artist looking for a place to produce and promote your musical videos?
Or a content creator in need of a platform to air your program?
The Gallery TV got you covered.
At the Gallery, we provide world-class production services
Such as
event coverage,
promotion and production of musical videos,
studio rental,
live streaming of events.
We also provide airtime for your program on all our platforms.
These and lots of other interesting packages, all at an affordable price with a 10% discount.
For more details, you can visit us on our website at www.thegallerytv or on our social media platforms at The Gallery TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
The Gallery TV, we set the pace.